Well, sports. What things pop in your head when you think about sports? Maybe the different kinds of sports basketball, baseball, hockey, dance, football, soccer. The physical activity involved in each sport, cardio, strength, muscle building, the injuries, broken bones, strains, concussions, and even the age range in each sport from toddlers to elderly people. Children's sports has always been a very controversial topic. Depending on the sport, children are signed up to play sports around the age of 5-6, which is about the same time they start their education career. This acts as their after school activity not only to keep the kids active, but to have them involved in something physical instead of just Fortnite. You know, the game that everyone's playing right now? Let's just take a look at the good things sports can offer and even help build. The positive aspects of sports fall into two categories: core values and physical activity. Sportsmanship, respect, fairness are a few of the many skills developed through sports. In the article by Goldstein and Ahola, they state that sports is a means to teach and learn sportsmanship and essential core values such as discipline, respect, responsibility, fairness, trustworthiness, teamwork, good citizenship, positive competition, and the spirit of excellence. By building such values, children can apply these to their everyday lives, whether it's at school, or at a public place, or even at home. These values are essential for development of a healthy lifestyle because they will always find situations where the core values learned through sports can be applied. Besides building core values, physical activity is also very important in every children's life. Doctors suggest that children should be active for at least 60 minutes a day. In the research article by BMC Public Health, they state that organized sports is one type of leisure time physical activity that can help children achieve their physical activity recommendation times. In today's society, technology has taken over kids' lives where they forget there's an outdoor to explore. But by enforcing sports in a children's life, not only they will have fun while playing, but they will also get their recommended business time. On top of that, they get to build their core values since they get to interact with other children and start building those values which aren't always taught in the classroom. Sports in general are a great way to keep children engaged and healthy, although some do claim that sports aren't safe. Let's take a closer look at soccer specifically. Concussions is a huge concern that comes to a parent's mind when talking about soccer, mainly because it's one of the leading injuries in the sport and also in other sports. In the summary of the Institute of Medicine workshop on neurophysiological consequences of head impact in youth soccer, experts in the subject came to the conclusion that concussions do occur in soccer when the ball hits an unprepared player in the head, meaning that if a child is unaware of the ball coming towards them, it is more likely for them to suffer from a concussion. But if the child is ready to receive that ball, then the chances of a concussion is very less likely. They also gave examples of concussions occurring when players accidentally knock their heads into other players while attempting to head the ball, particularly if they are attempting to flick the ball backwards. Yet, this is more seen as children grow and their competitive level rises, more along their teenage years, especially in high school. In a study conducted between 2000 through 2014, it was found that nearly 3 million players from the ages 7 through 17 received ER treatment for soccer-related injuries. More than 200,000 concussions or head injuries were treated in emergency rooms, or about 7% of the injuries. Although the number of concussions is growing more and more each year, experts have also taken a look into protective gear for the head, but no gear out in the market right now is adequate to avoid concussions. The good news is that the U.S. Soccer Federation stepped in and implemented a restriction in which children under 10 could not use headers. Youth between the ages 11 and 13 can only use headers during practices and not games. With this ban, children are far less likely to suffer from a concussion from a header since experts did state that heading is the main way from suffering from a concussion in soccer. Learning proper technique for heading can avoid head injuries/concussions, said Dr. Cynthia LaBella, a sports medicine specialist at Chicago's Ann and Robert H. Lurie Children's Hospital. Other ways to avoid concussion is through education. Many people don't know about the symptoms of a concussion and when to seek medical attention. By educating on concussions, far less life-changing injuries are unlikely to occur. Another way to prevent head injuries and injuries in general is just to provide children with reliable and well-known trainers who have a good reputation. Their reputation speaks for the safety of the child. And it's all not bad news because sports is a way to stay healthy physically and mentally. Getting 60 minutes of exercise is crucial for a healthy lifestyle and is extremely suggested by doctors. On top of that, learning about the core values is very well encouraged because these are values that, as a human being, you need in your everyday life. But at the end of the day, it's not about if the team wins or loses, it's about the child's safety and them just having fun.